All right, wonderful. Welcome everyone. Dr. Stacy here. So excited you guys decided to join us this evening. I am so grateful and thrilled to have the owner of LifeWave's technology, David Schmidt, our inventor, CEO of this company that is a 20-year-old company in light technology, being here this evening to share with you some information and also be able to have a little bit of time with, I'm so blessed and grateful, my son, Trey Holweger, who is 19 years old, the youngest senior presidential director in the company. The two of them are going to have a conversation. I'm going to bow out and let you guys take it from here and be able to just have that time to converse and share with our field with the information and the questions that Trey has, and of course, the vision of the future with LifeWave. So David, thank you so much for taking your time this evening to be here with all of us. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Dr. Stacy. Believe me, I'm happy to do it. And what an amazing accomplishment to hit an SPD at 19 years old. That's absolutely phenomenal. So I did not want to miss this opportunity to personally congratulate Trey. Absolutely incredible. So looking forward to this.
So basically what our plan is to, since we have you on here, and thank you, by the way, for being on here. We know your time is very valuable. We wanted to get some knowledge from you for the whole team and make it, a group thing and not just a me thing, because it's really this whole team is a big conglomerate and they all worked their tails off to get me where I am. So it really wasn't even me at all. So we should be congratulating and adding value to our whole team anyway. So I got a few questions for you, just conversational style. But so my first one is, when you started LifeWave, why did you decide to go with the network marketing route?
Oh, that's a really interesting question. I think networking chose me, but this was really the path I think that God had intended for this company. It certainly was never my intention. Mm-hmm. So to frame this properly, and there's probably a good life lesson to learn here. To frame this properly, I had been working for a number of years in a development company, a research company, and it was very small business. There were 5 or 6 of us, and we were developing new technologies for the U.S. Navy. And these were some extremely bright people. One of my business partners had developed the ground support equipment for Star Wars missile defense. Another business partner had developed the supercapacitors at Sandia National Labs. So it was an absolute privilege for me to be associated with them and work on some of the projects that we did. So the type of environment that I was used to being in was making presentations to bright people, developing new technology, specifically in power generation. And LifeWave came about because I was looking for a way to improve survivability for the crew of a mini sub. So when 9/11 happened, the only thing these contractors were really interested in were developing weapons. And I had 2 young children to support. And maybe it was about 9 months that went by, and all of the contracts that we had were frozen. And it didn't seem that there was going to be anything changing in the near future. So I thought, well, this is a technology that I developed on my own, and I'm going to go ahead and start talking to people about it in the public and see, could I start a business with this? And initially, networking was really the farthest thing from my mind. I was thinking about really more traditional methods, you might say, such as going into retail stores like GNC, going on TV, radio, print, these type of things. So, I looked and evaluated at this, And through a series of life circumstances, it became very clear to me that networking would really be the best path. So one of the lessons I think we can get from this is that when you start a business, when you're a business owner and an entrepreneur, it's a good thing to have a plan, but the business and life is organic, and you should be prepared to adapt and change as the circumstances warrant. And certainly in this particular case, if I hadn't been able to adapt, I would never have ended up in networking. And this has obviously changed my life and the lives of many other people. So this is something that evolved over a period of about 2 years at the beginning of the company.
Awesome. Well, we are all sure glad that you chose to go down that route, and it seemed to be a very lucrative and good and innovative idea that you had. So another question that I think could give some value to our team is, one of your goals, you said you wanted to reach 1 billion families patched. And I would want to say, what would be a message you want to share to the field of entrepreneurs you have here today who are working towards that goal of getting 1 billion families patched?
Yeah, our goals over time have really changed and evolved. And initially, the goal of the company at the very beginning was to offer this new technology to improve people's quality of life, give them energy without having to resort to stimulants, give them a better night's sleep, help relieve their pain. That was the goal of the business in the very early days. And then there was an innovation in the labs, and I figured out how to start synthesizing peptides with this technology. So glutathione was the first patch to do that, then carnosine. And it became very clear that we could use the patch technology to promote very powerful anti-aging effects. So the business evolved again from just lifestyle products into a focus on anti-aging. And then, of course, after about 10 years of research into regenerative medicine and regenerative science, the focus changed again with X39. And that, of course, has transformed the company. So the question is, over the past 4 years, we've become the fastest growing company in the world in our industry, and we've made it into the top 50 largest network marketing companies in the world. So I've had to take a step back and take some time, do a lot of prayer, and really think about, where do we want to go as a company and a business at this point? And there are really two things that stick out. The first one is that we have an opportunity to create a networking company that has never existed before. And what I mean by that is, we've been incredibly successful in our labs at creating new technology. We have a tremendous number of patents and a lot of technology that we haven't released yet, but will be released in the coming years. So people that come to our conference in October, they're going to see quite a bit more of that now. And what this means is that because we have been able to be so successful because of all the great leaders and brand partners we have, we can create a network marketing company that's built off of this innovation and continues to offer exclusive products that have never existed before through our channel, but also change the industry in the process. So meaning that the majority of companies in the industry today are over 60% of the companies are losing ground, and they're really struggling to find their identity and and what's going to be next. So if we can help to change the industry in a very positive way, encourage success through innovation, then people outside of networking can look to our industry as a leader in innovation, and also they can only get products through our marketing channel. So that, regardless of what company that happens through, it makes the industry stronger, and that benefits everyone.